Welcome back, everyone, to another deep dive. And today, we've got a really,
Yeah,
really interesting one.
I
Uh,
think so too. Yeah.
you sent me this file,
Yeah.
abdominal15.pdf.
Yep.
I got to be honest with you. When I first opened this thing up,
Mm.
I was a little bit confused.
Well, I'm glad
Because it's just
I'm glad you said that because I think that's a natural reaction.
it's just pages and pages. When
Yeah,
you see page after page,
it's
it's
O's and asterisks.
little O's and little asterisks.
Yeah, I thought to myself, what in the world could this possibly be?
I think that's the beauty of it.
So,
That's the beauty of this is we're kind of going in blind here.
yeah. So the beauty of this deep dive is that
Yeah.
we're starting from scratch. We're
Yeah.
like
Right.
Lewis and Clark out here.
I love that Lewis and Clark out here with no map,
Yeah, exactly.
just kind of
No map, no
go
compass.
feeling around in the dark. So
Yeah. So
where do we even begin with something like this?
well, I think we begin with the file itself.
Okay.
It offers a few clues. I mean, for one thing, the file size is incredibly small,
Yeah.
less than a kilobyte, which suggests it's not a complex document. No images or hidden layers or anything like that.
Okay. So it's a simple text file.
Very simple text file, yeah. And the creation date is from a few years ago, but the software used is untraceable.
Oh, wow. So it's like
Almost like somebody maybe scrubbed the metadata.
hold on, scrub the metadata.
Yeah, I think that's possible.
So now
Unheard of.
this is starting to sound a little bit less
Yeah.
like a random file that somebody just sent us and more like a
Ooh.
deliberate act.
Yeah, there's some intentionality here.
Yeah.
Somebody went through some lengths to kind of
Like somebody wanted to make this thing mysterious.
you make it a mystery, yeah.
Yeah.
Which leads us to the content itself, right? The OS and asterisks, and the one of these, they're arranged in a very specific way. 11 O's stacked vertically, a space, and then 5 asterisks.
Yeah.
And that pattern repeats over and over again throughout the entire document.
It's too consistent to be
Yeah,
random typos.
I would agree with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's some thought behind this,
No.
some intentionality.
So this is like it's almost like a
Code
waiting to be cracked.
Waiting to be cracked. Exactly.
Yeah.
But what could it represent? I mean, that's the question.
I mean, 11 O's, could that be some kind of
It's possible.
count, like the number of something?
Yeah, 11 of something, or maybe a quantity. Maybe the O's represent objects and the asterisks denote actions.
Okay.
Or relationships between those objects.
I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, almost like a
Like primitive visual image.
primitive. Imagine if this is how cave people
Yeah.
wrote things down, thousands of years ago. Just
But if it is a language,
yeah,
we're missing the Rosetta Stone
we're
here.
missing that key. Yeah, that unlocks it.
Yeah. How do we
That's the $1 million question.
how do we even begin to
Yeah,
decipher something like this?
without more context, I think we're left with interpretations,
Okay.
and that's also where it gets interesting.
Yeah.
This document, as abstract as it is, forces us to think differently about information and meaning making.
It's almost like a Rorschach test
It is
for
like a great analogy.
the digital age.
It is, yeah.
Everyone who looks at this file
Yeah.
is going to
They're going to see something different
see
depending on
something different,
yeah.
their perspective.
Their interpretation will be shaped by their own
Yeah, yes.
experiences, their own way of seeing the world.
And that's what makes it so compelling. I think this simple, strange document opens up a world of possibilities.
Yeah.
Is it a failed print job?
Right.
A piece of conceptual art?
Yeah. A message from a time traveler
Yeah.
who only had access to a basic text editor. We might never know the definitive answer.
Right.
But
the journey.
I think the journey of exploring those possibilities
Yeah.
is what makes it so interesting.
So for you, the listener out there,
Yeah.
what does this all mean?
Yeah, what does this all mean?
Well, you've just encountered
You've encountered
a piece of
lots
information
of information
that defies easy categorization.
that you can't just put in a box and say, oh, this is,
Right.
it doesn't work like that.
It's a reminder that not everything has a clear-cut answer.
Right.
Sometimes.
Sometimes the ambiguity is where the real beauty lies.
Yeah.
It forces us to question, to
Yeah.
imagine,
Yeah.
to think outside the box.
And maybe, just maybe,
Yeah.
inspires you to
Yeah.
create your own
That's what I was thinking.
abdominal15.pdf.
Create your own abdominal 15. Put it out there into the world.
Well, we've reached the end
Yeah.
of this Rather unusual.
I like that. I like that.
Unusual deep dive. Yeah.
A journey into the heart
Into the heart of the mystery.
of a mysterious document.
The mystery continues.
We may not have all the answers.
No.
But we've certainly raised some thought-provoking questions.
I think so, too.
What do you think?
Yeah, what do you...
Abdominal15.pdf is...
Is it a code? Is it art?
a code.
Is it a cosmic joke?
Art.
We don't know, but we want to hear from you.
A cosmic joke.
Yeah.
Let us know your theories.
Yeah.
Until next time, keep diving deep.
Keep diving.